Let me transfer you.
Switch to Farm Bureau Insurance today and get real service instead of getting really tangled up. For auto, home, life, and health, get the membership advantage. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
First of all, a little bit of history here. I've had Kevin in my meeting room for 3 seasons, and he's never said that many nice things about me in our entire time. So I guess we may have to throw him the first pass of the season. It's a very exciting day for me and my family. We're Richmond people, and we're very excited to be back at home. We've been a lot of places in our career. Been here, had to leave to do some other things, but the ability to come back home and be around the people in this building, the people at this academic institution is a dream of ours. I would like to thank, President Ayers for spending time with me the other day. It was a very enlightening conversation, and to work for a president who has athletics in mind is very helpful. You want to work for a president who athletics is important to. He wants to bring the University of Richmond to the city of Richmond. He wants to deliver the kids from our campus into the city, and we are the University of Richmond, so we need to represent the city of Richmond. I'd like to thank Jim Miller for giving me this opportunity. Jim and David called me, and we really didn't know what we were getting into. We sat down and we talked and spent time together and figured out that this was something that we thought that as a team, we could make this thing go. I mean, it's going to be a group effort, going to be a collaborative effort on all of our parts to keep this machine running. This has become a great program. Again, the tradition, goes back to when Brian played here. I had the opportunity to watch Brian play as a kid, over in City Stadium, so I know. So I know the talent level that's been here forever, and it's our job to continue the winning and to continue the tradition of this place. I'd like to thank the players for showing up. I've had the opportunity to coach some of you guys. I haven't had the opportunity to meet some of you guys yet, but I'm here for you. Okay, I'm a player's coach. You guys are the most important thing on this campus to me. Okay, it's my job to make sure that you guys have the best college experience that you can have, and everything may not always be perfect, but you guys have my word that I'll be with you every step of the way. It's just exciting to be able to, again, I use the word home so much because this is home for me. I mean, this building is home for me. I walked in and I saw Elaine Perrin, our secretary, just sitting there just like she was when I left here, 2 years ago. So this place has a very, very, familiar feel to me. And I'm a guy that loves mentors. I love to be a mentor, but I've been mentored by so many people, and a lot of people ask, what makes you ready at 34 years old to accomplish this task? You've never been a head coach. You've never been an offensive coordinator. I've been raised by some of the best football coaches in the country, and I think some of those guys are here. I'm not sure exactly where they are, but I can look over and see my high school football coach, Mac McConnell, who coached me at Lee Davis. I'm not sure if Coach Schumann's here or not, but I played for John Schumann at Fort King Military Academy.
He's back in the back.
Coach, where you at? Oh, man. But, had the opportunity to play for John Schumann at Fort King. Trip Billingsley, was my position coach at Fort King, and Trip's been a mentor to me my entire career, from Fort Union to Richmond to Tennessee to everywhere. I mean, if I have problems and troubles, Trip's a guy that I lean and depend on. I think my college position coach, Coach, you here?
Yes.
Donald Hill's my college position coach. At one point, he was the youngest head football coach in the country. So I come, from a line of people. I had the opportunity to work for Dave Clawson. Dave Clawson taught me football. Taught me the management aspects of it. And then, I went on to work for two legends. The last 2 seasons, I've worked for Philip Fulmer and I worked for Al Groh. How much better on-the-job training can you get, if you work for that group of people? So, if you want to ask the question, if I think I'm prepared, I think I've been prepared by some of the best. We have a lot of work to do, and we're gonna get to work, and we're gonna get these guys going, and we're gonna keep this winning tradition alive. And I thank you all for coming, and I thank President Ayers, and I thank Jim Miller, and I thank Kevin Grayson for being here with me, and I'm looking forward to an exciting career here at the University of Richmond.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. What we will now do is open the floor up to some questions from our media contingent. If you would, please introduce yourself to Coach Latrell Scott by your name and affiliation, and wait for the microphone. We'll take some questions.
Hey, Latrell, John O'Connor, Richmond Times-Dispatch.
I've never ever met you.
Good to see you again. Welcome back. Could you address your staff, the obligatory staff question on the introductory press conference?
Obviously, there are decisions that we have to make, and that we're going to do the best that we can do to put together the best possible staff to continue what's going on here at Richmond.
Nothing official in terms of any naming of staff today.
No.
You have 14 oral commits for the University of Richmond. I'm wondering if you've spoken with any of these guys or their coaches, and do you have a sense as to whether you'll be able to hold on to them?
I have not spoken to any of those guys or their coaches, but my first order of business will be to get in contact and visit and speak with all those kids, because those are kids that have been evaluated by this staff, and those are kids that, obviously, a lot of these kids are state kids with state ties, and we want to keep those guys here. So we're going to do the best we can do to try to, keep that thing in motion.
Thank you and good luck.
I appreciate it, John.
Hey, Coach, Hank Kurz with Associated Press. You talked about bringing the football team to the city of Richmond. Can you kind of touch on what that means?
I think our greatest tool right now is that stadium outside. That stadium now gives us the opportunity to invite the city of Richmond to the University of Richmond. Lots of times there have been people that have played in games and been to games down at City Stadium, but they've never seen Richmond's campus. So I think with the initiatives and the things that we want to do, this stadium is our biggest vehicle to actually attract the city of Richmond to this. And what we're going to do with these guys, we're going to get these guys out and integrate these guys into the community so that people all over the city of Richmond know who Kevin Grayson is.
Coach Riley Moore from the University of Richmond Collegian. Mike London, the guy you're replacing, was definitely more than just a football coach here, definitely a member of the community, very visible on campus. Student support this year was really at an all-time high. How do you think you're going to be able to keep that going? Have you thought about that at all and making yourself visible, not just as a football coach, but as a member of the community?
First, let me comment on Mike, because I did leave Mike out of my initial talk. Mike London has been a mentor for me, for over 10 years, in my football career, and I think Mike did a great job with this program. And some of the things that Mike did in the community by making himself available and doing the things that he needed to do to be visible with the students, to be visible with the administrators, to be visible with the fans. We're going to continue to do those things. We're going to do some more creative things. And we have plans, we have initiatives to do things that Mike did to continue those things, and we have our ideas of our own.
Thank you.
Certainly.
Jim, Hank Kurz with AP again. Seems like several years ago we were in here talking about the Patriot League, and now look where we are, and you guys have won a national championship, and people want to come here. Can you just kind of talk about the evolution of the program in that time?
In like 30 seconds, you mean? As long as you need. When the A-10 football became reorganized under the CA leadership, it was an appropriate time to step back and see where should University of Richmond football program be. As a part of that process, we did a full evaluation of the football program, and I think the university made a major commitment, as you can see by the stadium and the supportive administration that we have, to say this is what we want football to be. And I think it culminated last year. I think there's anybody even remotely associated with the University of Richmond athletic program or the University of Richmond wouldn't say that how wonderful the experience has been the last few years with a football team that creates some excitement and something thrilling for our fans to get involved with. There's a lot of good things going on at this university, from top to bottom. Academically, socially, there's tons of great things going on. One of the things that we're able to do with a football program, with winning a national championship, is renew the focus on the university and get people back on campus, back excited about it, aware of what's going on. And I think that's when talking with Latrell and President Ayers, that's what we want football to be. A shining light that really shines the light on the University of Richmond and all the great things that go on here. We have great student athletes, and we're very excited about the direction of the program right now.